Hello UAE students. I just want to give a massive thank you to every single one of you who sent in their time capsule drama challenge entries for last week. Each one was absolutely brilliant and really well thought out. We want to give a massive thanks to every single one of you. But unfortunately, there can only be 2 winners, each receiving a £5 Amazon voucher in the post. So who are these 2 winners? Well, drum roll please. Jabril Kamara and Shamira Asante. Both were absolutely fantastic, blew us all away with their originality and really fantastic thought process in what went into it. And we think you will all enjoy seeing the videos in a moment. After that, Miss Blore will be explaining the details of this week's drama challenge. But first, let's take a look at our 2 winners from this week, Jabril and Shamira.
In my 2020 time capsule, I'm going to put in this. So it's spaghetti on the end of a string, and I do it so I'm not bored. I do it with my little sister and she likes it because it's a bit fun for her. And I'm going to put in our colouring things. So it's her colouring book and that's our crayons that we use together. Okay, I'm also going to put in these 2 £10 notes. Although the £10 notes don't come in 2020, I'm using it to represent one £20 note, but I don't have any at the moment. It's like to represent one £20 note which came out in 2020. And I'm going to put in this. It's like a thing where I write in like all my thoughts on like how the world is at the moment and what's going on. I'm also going to put in this, which is basically a camera, because now we use it to record things, how we feel at home, how everything's going, so we can like look back on it in the future. I'm going to also put in gloves because it's what everybody uses when they go out, and it's really important as well. Yeah. And I'm putting in this, my laptop. It's meant to represent devices because people are using devices a lot and also working from home, which they use devices. And it's like meant to represent phones and tablets and everything people use, because it has some, like, phones have pictures of things that are going on right now, and people use them a lot so they don't feel bored. And I'm also going to put in some of my books, because I read, now that we're in lockdown, I read a lot of books, so I'm not bored as well. And I am going to put in this, it's tin stuff, because tin stuff, they don't go off, and so if you buy a lot of them, you don't keep on having to go out to the shops to get more food. And I'm going to put in this, which is like all my sewing gear is inside this. I've got like everything I use for sewing, because I do lots of sewing right now that we are indoors as well. I'm also going to put in this and this, because I use it with my little sister, and because we are at home a lot, we spend lots of time together than when I went to school, when we all went to school.
Hello my wonderful UAE, how are we all doing? So we are now on task 3 in our drama challenges, and I've been given the joy of giving you this one because it is something that you guys are going to know incredibly well, because we have done it before in our oracy lessons and also slightly in our Year 8 drama lessons. For those of you who've done this, this is creating your own news channel, but we're going to do it with a bit of a difference now. Obviously in oracy, we're focusing more on the vocabulary and the formality of it, but now we're looking more at the creative side. So what you're going to do is you are going to be choosing your own news stories. Now you can do anything you want. You can make it up, you can be creative, or you could do something based on what's happening with Black Lives Matter. It's completely up to you where your passion goes. And I want to see fantastic imagination and creativity while you are doing this. Think about how you can use your filming. So you can stop a film and you can play multiple characters. So you could have yourself in the newsroom, you could have yourself out in the field talking about it if you wanted to. Get your family involved to see if maybe they could be your cameraman and your director or your producer, your editor. You can do whatever you would like to do. You can rehearse it, you can record it, and you can send it in to us. The more creative and the more lively and imaginative you are, the more likely you are going to win. Now, obviously, I don't want you to forget everything that you have learned. Remember that news reporting is formal, but it's all about what you want to perceive, okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have. If you want to use what you have done already for oracy, that is absolutely fine. I don't want you to do too much work, but at the same time, if you think you can do better or be more creative, then feel free to do that too. Obviously, this time round, we'd love to see you all recording it on your phones, sending it in to us, because if we have evidence that you have done it, that is where you are going to go through to the next round. Remember, if you do not have evidence that you have done the work, we cannot tell you that you have done it. We don't know. So you need to make sure that you send us something in. That's the only way we're going to be able to tick you off. And obviously the best ones are the ones that are going to go through to winning a prize. So we are looking forward to seeing everything that you do. And just remember that we all love you, we all care for you, and we hope you are doing really well. Use this as a really important way to get your ideas across as to what's going on in the world today. If you want to make something up just to make it even more exciting, then feel free to do that too. We're looking forward to seeing it. Take care.